What is the date? July 27th. Good afternoon, everyone. Future me. Welcome back to A Better Man. Today is the 27th of July. It has been 41 days since my wife called me and caught me in a very big lie and told me we were going to get a divorce because of it. Today, I wanted to really talk about accountability versus regret, because I have a little journal here that I write these ideas down in that I like to discuss in the future. But before we do that, I like to do 3 things that I'm grateful for. So the first thing that I'm grateful for is my professor at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Not sure if I've used him before for one of the things I'm grateful for, but he is really helping me. And I didn't go at all last week. Just pure laziness, really, and fear of looking stupid, I guess. But I really just tried to remind myself that there really is nothing to be afraid of, because the worst thing that could have happened to me has already happened. So I went today, and it was a pretty good session. I definitely have lost my step in my progress, but it's nothing I can't get back. Another thing I'm grateful for. I am grateful that I'm grateful for, well, you can't see it right now, but there's a little hummingbird right off of camera. Hope he comes over here. I'm gonna try to be really still. Look at that. I'm grateful for this hummingbird. He's so precious. He's just looking for something to drink. We might have to get him a little sugar thing out here. I'm grateful for hummingbirds. They're really, really pretty. And there he goes. Grateful for my professor. Grateful for hummingbirds. And I'm grateful for the ability to take care of myself. Came home from training today and looked in the mirror, and I looked a little unkempt, we'll say. So I cleaned myself up a little bit, and I feel better looking in the mirror now. So I'm grateful that I have that ability to take care of myself like that. Jiu-jitsu, like I said, was okay. I've definitely lost my step. I feel like every single time we went through rotations, I just wasn't getting it like I kind of was the week before I stopped going. So that's just going to take a little bit of time to get back into the groove of it. That's what everybody tells me there. And everyone's trying to help me, literally everyone. So I appreciate that a lot. Another thing I want to talk about is, very briefly, this isn't an excuse for not going to jiu-jitsu, but I just really have not been sleeping well. I've been waking up very late and going to bed pretty late as well. And I think a lot of that is not wanting the day to end, because I don't like going to sleep. When I was a little bit of a pothead, I didn't dream at all. I think that's a pretty common side effect of smoking a lot of marijuana. But now that I'm off of it, I dream very vividly every single night. And I think I said this in one of my other videos, but every single dream has to do with my ex-wife. Every one of them. Even if it's not about her, she's in it. And that is a really tough pill to swallow. Not something I really like experiencing, but I mean, I'm not going to smoke pot again, so it's just something I kind of have to deal with. And another factor of me not sleeping well is absolutely the fact that I haven't been training, and my body is just wired. I'm not tired at the end of the day. So hopefully by going back to training, I'll get myself a little more tired from here on out. I also feel like I need another project to work on. This is good. I like doing A Better Man. I like these little videos. I like editing them and talking out loud. Like I say in every other video, this is basically a form of therapy for me. But I'm looking for something a little bigger. And I might have something lined up this coming October, but it's July. What are we going to do for the couple of months till then? So I'm looking for something to do. If anyone is watching this and you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear them. Otherwise, I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, taking it one day at a time. But if I do get any ideas for any kind of project, I'll be sure to let the archive know. The main topic I want to talk about today is the difference between accountability and regret. A big issue I've had in my life, even before my marital problems started, is I don't think I realized the real difference between accountability and regret. I have some definitions here I'd like to read. Regret is the feeling that you have of guilt or remorse for something poor that you've done in your life, a bad choice or decision, and you feel like shit about it, right? I've got that. I've got a lot of fucking regret in my life. But accountability is a step above regret. It's when you feel that regret and remorse and guilt, and you take actions to better yourself in the future. I think it's also understanding not just the feeling you have about your bad choices, but the impact that it has had on other people and what you can do to not necessarily fix it. I don't really know if there is any fixing anything in this situation, but to learn from it and make sure it doesn't happen again. When my wife called me on June 15th, she told me I didn't learn anything from all my past decisions. And she's right. I didn't. I stayed comfortable. I never tried to improve or change, even if I thought I was. And I really did think I was, but I didn't. I just held on to regret. And I didn't really look into what it had done to the people around me and what I could do to not fix it again. I don't think there's any fixing it, but to make sure it wouldn't happen again. And because of that, I've lost her. So, let's talk specifically about the accountability of what I've done. I believe accountability for me personally is mainly in the form of honesty. And I know I say that a lot, but I need to keep doing it. And I feel like I have been. I've caught myself in some lies here and there. It's a nasty, nasty habit that I'm trying to break, that I will break. Honesty is sometimes hard for me. Not because I want to be deceitful or because I think I'm a pathological liar or anything like that. I think it's just anxiety. Like, truthfully, today, for example, at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I was sparring, and sometimes when I work out a little too much, I overexert myself, and I feel like I have to vomit, right? So I was sparring, I had that feeling, tapped out, went to the bathroom, and I threw up a little bit, just like water or whatever. And I wanted to go out and tell my professor the truth, that I, just didn't feel great anymore. I needed to go like 10 minutes early. But instead, I told him I had an appointment to make. And I think I did that because I was just anxious to tell him the truth. And that's an example of something I can't keep doing. And I feel like accountability for me is, yes, I have regret about lying to him about that, but the accountability is me not doing that again. If I don't feel good, I'm just going to fucking tell him, hey, I just need to sit out this last 10 minutes. I'm just going to watch, right? I'm sure he would have been fine with it. But instead I lied because it was easier. And that pattern is what got me into the situation I was in with my wife. And I can't keep doing that. So my accountability is me feeling that regret and deciding right now that I'm not going to do that again. It's a really nasty habit. These little lies just build upon each other and become this mountain that you're never going to be able to climb. Or I think a better analogy is a hole. You're just digging yourself deeper and deeper and deeper until one day you're just stuck in the bottom of it. And that's kind of where I was and still am. I'm trying to climb out, but I dug a big fucking hole for myself that I got stuck in. And the only way to get out of it is through honesty. The only way to become a better man is through honesty. I can't let my anxiety get in the way of truthfulness. I can't. That's not what a better man would do. Like I said earlier, I have no big updates or anything like that, but I'll let this archive know as soon as I do. And that's about all I have for today. I just wanted to make this video because I want to try to keep a fairly consistent schedule of at least one video a week, and I'm sticking to that because it's good for me, and I like doing this. So, my name is Jackson, and on June 15th, 2026, my wife called me and told me we were getting a divorce because I lied to her. And from that day forward, I have decided to become a better man. I'm going to do it through honesty, integrity, and sheer fucking willpower. Thank you for watching. And future me, I hope we're doing good. Look how far we've come. Thanks, guys.